Good afternoon and welcome to BizTech's Asian Midday Market Watch. It's the 12th of July and we have Tina Teng, Markets Analyst from CMC Markets, as our guest today, coming out from Auckland, New Zealand. Tina, as always, lovely to have you on the show.
Hi, Brian. Thanks for having me.
Now, Tina, before we get your insights, we're going to take a look and see how markets across the region have been performing. But first, we start with crypto markets. Bitcoin is at 30,625. It's up 0.6%. Ethereum is at 1,882. It's up 0.25%. Now, looking across the regional stock markets, we start first with Singapore. The Straits Times Index is up 0.46%. Bursa Malaysia is up 0.39%. Shanghai is down 0.18%. The ASX All Ordinaries is up 0.32%. The Nikkei is down 0.65%. The Hang Seng is up 1.01%. And rounding up the numbers, we've got the Kospi, which is up 0.17%. Tina, your view on market performance in the first half of the day?
So today's Asian markets are positive. Most of markets goes up. I think this follows the movement from the Wall Street movement last night. And also at the moment, because the Chinese government imposed for the stimulus policy to boost its economy. So there is optimism towards Chinese policy as well. However, the Japanese market has gone down. I think that's because there is sharp decline in the US dollar against Japanese yen. So there is a correlation between these two instruments.
Okay, I want to talk to you specifically around the currencies and why the sharp decline of the dollar against the yen.
So US dollar actually has been declining for the last 4 straight trading days. I think markets are now pricing in for a sooner rate hike peak by the Fed ahead of CPI data. So this time, the consensus called for another sharp decline in the US CPI to 3.1%. Last time it was 4.1%. So 3% actually is very close to its target level of 2%. So, and right now, I think most of the futures market pricing only for one more rate hike by the Fed. So it's close to its cycle, this rate hike cycle. Why the US dollar now is declining? Also, the economic outlook is not good, as inflation is still high and the rate hike is still on its hiking cycle. So economic outlook actually getting darkened.
Now, Tina, I want to ask you about, you're in New Zealand. The Reserve Bank of New Zealand has just basically left its rates as unchanged. What is the expectation from the market moving forward?
So the decision was widely expected as the New Zealand Bank has raised interest rate for 12 consecutive times. Now the interest rate actually stays highest among those major Western central banks. I think they might have hinted that's a peak or rate hike. But we see New Zealand dollar actually has gone very strong after the decision. Initially it's dropped and then just bounced back very swiftly. And also it's due to the effects as a softened US dollar. So going forward, I think New Zealand CPI inflation stayed higher than like US and Australia. Possibly this would just keep the New Zealand dollar stronger than the other currency. Unless there is sharp decline in the economy.
Now, Tina, as always, thank you very much for coming on the show. Thanks a lot for your insights.
Thank you, Brian.
Now, we've been speaking to Tina Teng, Markets Analyst at CMC Markets on BizTech's Asian Midday Market Watch. I'm Brian Fernandez. Check out this interview on our website, www.biztech.asia, as well as our syndication partners, TV stations, radio stations, and websites. Thanks a lot for tuning in.